South Africa's illegal mines. You know, these illegal miners, people say, oh, some people said they are calling them illegal because some people are not getting a cut from it. And that is why they are calling them illegal mines. This documentary was shot 10 years ago. And it was a full-fledged documentary where we saw children working on mud. They say the reason while these people are doing this illegal mining is because of they don't have jobs, that the unemployment rate in South Africa is high or was high at the time this documentary was done. So now I went to the comment section and discovered that even 5 years ago things hadn't changed. 4 years ago things hadn't changed, and these South Africans, mostly blacks, are still going through this same horror. One of the things the illegal miners said that stood out to me was that they only have one entry and one exit, and they know that they say they will rather stay there and get unalived than go to people and steal from them. He said him and his wife don't waste money on making hair because they're on dreadlocks, and they use that to help themselves. So they clean each other's own and they are fine. So one of the things the other one said is that they know themselves that most times the police officers will come, they will shoot them because they will enter into that place, they will shoot them because they are carrying a gun. They will shoot them and there's nothing they can do. That if they tell them jump, the best thing is to ask them how high can they jump. That they don't even fight with them because they're already in that place and they are holding the gun. So they go there, get the gold. That this one guy said how he even began to mine gold was because somebody talked about gold and he was like, how is that done? And then he learned the trade and began to do it. So I saw the comments where someone said he likes the fact that these guys are not lazy and they don't want to go and steal from someone, but they are doing this to support their families. One other guy said when his parents died, he didn't have anybody to cater for him. So he decided to do this. When he got married, he started doing that to support his children. But one thing I saw that was shocking was the guy said he was born in Joburg, and I saw one street was on Tad. The thing was looking unkempt. The other one was living in a bacha. And when South Africans come to the comment section and want to talk about Nigeria, talk about illegality, they don't know that when it comes to illegality, they are number one. They are Ogbonge. They are number one than the Ogbonge of them all. Just recently, they caught illegal miners again. And this video that was shot 10 years ago, I don't even know if those miners are still alive. One said they shot his leg and the thing came out this side and it still continued. The other one said they shot him on his thigh and the bullet came out. The one said the bullet is still in his leg and they've not been able to remove it. It's still there. So somebody commented 5 years ago on that comment and said that one of them later was on a wheelchair, and someone was like, could it be that did he hear that well? So she went back to hear it well, that this person is currently on a wheelchair. So apparently what they do is when they shoot them too much like that, they can no longer go for the mining. They now get confined to a wheelchair. My heart really goes out to them, honestly. But you see, the blacks are usually the ones going through this. Look at the kind of living condition they were living in. And then you see that you never catch the whites in those kind of places, but the whites will never be in those places. But you see the blacks who are not even getting up to what the whites are getting. They're the ones that are always fighting their fellow Africans for just being in their country. And I keep saying it, I said, please, if you are Nigerian, leave South Africa. Leave that place. Let them stay there alone. Those people are going through a lot. They say it is appetite trauma that they are still dealing with. I don't know the appetite trauma, if it is Nigeria that they told them was the one doing appetite for them. Meanwhile, it's Nigerians that were helping to secure. They were even sending food to them. Some were able to come into Nigeria. They were having enough food to eat. Everything was going on very fine for them. But any little mistake, bam, they'll begin to tell you you're a foreigner, get out of our land. Meanwhile, it was those same African countries, those same foreigners that helped you when you were going through your apartheid. And the thing is that most of you do not even understand what apartheid is. You were not born, I wasn't born, but the people who were born at that time are telling us the story, how they will have to forgo their bills. Like if they were supposed to eat a 3 square meals in boarding school, they will have to forgo what they call, there was a way they called the donation for South Africa, and Nigerians took their neck in that fight to ensure that South Africans won. But what did they get in return? Ungratefulness. What did they get in return? So basically, this gold mining is not easy, it's very dangerous, but a lot of people love to do the trade because it gives them so much money. You know what it means? As they come out, they bring out one small gold. There's one he brought out, it was like a gold stone. It was like, of course, you know it to be in its raw form. When they now wash it and fine tune it to now be the gold, you know. So it was, I was like watching it, and I'm like, hey, yeah, these people really went through a lot. They went through a lot just to ensure that they put food on their children's table. And I pray, and like that, those children I saw going to secondary school right now, they will be around maybe 20 years old, because some of them were more than 10 years. They'll be around 20 years old, or maybe 22 years old, because one of them may be up to 12. So I saw mud everywhere. I'm like, okay, these are the same people that say their country is the best in the whole world. But look at this, look at that. That's not even the problem. But the thing is, illegal miners should be very careful. Like the ones that just, and the funny thing is, they say whenever they have a viral caught, like the people who are also mining, they have a viral this thing, they can come in there and destruct what they are about to do. It's a whole risky job, honestly. Just recently, some miners got trapped. This recent one that just got trapped, they got trapped inside there, and they were trying to evacuate them. How do they evacuate them? Some people said, South Africa said they should leave them there. Whatever will happen to them should happen to them. And the other guy mentioned that one of them was in Zimbabwe, that this other was the locals of South Africa. He said he's from Joburg. That's Johannesburg. So it's a whole lot of drama. But they will never still learn. I'm talking about the black science. They will never learn, because if you welcome your fellow black, we are not saying spoon feed them, welcome them, be a good host. Don't get to a point where you begin to become a wicked or a bad host. So when I saw the environment, I'm like, is this the South Africa that is comparing themselves with Nigeria? If you remove the places that the Igbo people developed, when I don't get shishi, nothing gum on our body. But you see, in Nigeria, we have so many cities that are looking super beautiful. Cities that are not even normal. They are not even cities to even worry about, you get. Great cities. So when next you want to come for Nigeria, I used to tell people to come correct. See your illegal miners, how they look. Some people look so malnourished. Wow, 10 years is a whole lot of years anyway. But I don't know how many of them are still into the mining business, and if apart from the one they say is they had to confine it to the wheelchair, who knows what else is happening to the other ones. How time flies, honestly. The ones, this recent illegal miners, I hope they will take note and be more careful next time, because of the way the whole thing collapsed on them, and they were trying to help them come out. Illegal mining is dangerous and is not good. It also it's a dangerous thing. Let's just put it that way. It's not something anybody should do. And if you're watching this video and you love to do illegal mining, you should stop it. Even though some people have been of the opinion on that comment section that they only call it illegal. Somebody that saw the video 5 years ago said they call it illegal because they are not the one mining it, and it's not passing through some specific hands. Maybe he wanted to say the government. When once it's not the government mining, it's called illegal mining, and some people are there who also get caught. They get their own share from these miners, and this is the reason. And they interviewed a man who was a security detail who has asked these guys to please stop mining. They say there's nothing they can do. They have to keep mining because there is no employment in South Africa. They need to use that as their own employment. You see, what about the risks? They say, well, whether they stay outside or it's still a risk. Whether they go inside is still a risk. So let them continue. And that's just how the interviewer really tried entering into all of those dark areas. They really tried, honestly, shooting that